You know me, I speak a lot when I'm happy.
Yeah, I don't mind. They like people who speak, you know? You can maybe share a little bit about your book.
Oh my god, right now.
Or something, no? Not a good time?
No, maybe not right now.
Let's see. You look fine.
Oh, I think you're looking at eyelashes.
No, the eyelashes are good. You can take the... Yeah. We need to get new mics.
Yeah.
I tried the other one. That one, it literally just turned my phone off.
Oh.
Yeah, and then let me just check this is working. Then the other ones don't even work. I don't know why, but I'm gonna have to find like a better one.
Yeah. You should try the one on the mobile.
Which one?
It's the same one, it's the new one.
The black one. Do they work? Hey Thor.
Wonderful.
Oh, God. I was trying to convince my sis. Do you just want to say hello? Huh?
Oh god.
Oh, you get something on your face. What is that? Oh my god.
Is it lipstick?
No, it's black.
I had a lot of I had a big
My twin sister's here, so I was gonna get her to say hey.
Hello.
It's Thor.
Hello, Thor.
Get out of this.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Alright. We're getting rid of my sister. She's gone. She's gone. I was just checking to see if we're all live and well. But yeah, today, I hope you're doing wonderfully. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about the nervous system. And then also, I mean, just the general chit chat that we usually have. You know, one thing I realize is that, like with meditation, now that it's become a regular occurrence in my life. Hey Thomas, how are you? I'm back again. At it with these different concepts. But yeah, today I realized, you know, I used to have this thing where I always used to be hey, there's a strange symbol named person. It's Thor. Thomas Thor. But yeah, I realized like when you go into deep states of meditation where you kind of become one with everything, not just one with everything, you realize that you are everything, then you realize how in your normal day to day you lose that sense of self because that is who you truly are, you know. That's your natural state of being. It's a state of ease and just witnessing and observing rather than trying to control. Like, we're absolute control freaks. Even someone who isn't that much of a control freak is a control freak unless you're with the observer, with the witness at all times, which you can get to, right? Hi, Julianus. Where am I from? I'm from England, but I'm Indian. I think I might have to pin that again. What is this? Oh, sorry. I was trying out different mics, and my mics just don't seem to be working anymore. So if anyone wants to recommend me some great mics, much appreciated. But yeah, you know, and I realized that there's something that came to mind, like this thought came to mind, and it was about heaven or hell. And I thought being in hell is not knowing that you are in hell. Like, that's the worst thing. So what I mean by that is when your nervous system is so chaotic, it is so dysregulated, and that's all you've known, you are in hell. But you don't know you're in hell. You don't know that that's a problem. You think that that's the way to be, right? Because that's your normal, that's your baseline. And it's only when you start to regulate your nervous system where you are calmer, you're not so anxious anymore, you're not so stressed anymore, even if it's just a little bit, then you realize, whoa, I was living in hell, you know, because like I said, heaven and hell aren't states that are outside of you. They're not places, they're states which you embody. But of course, not everybody knows whether they're in them or not. And hey, everybody that just joined. Interesting fact about the nervous system. If alcohol is a depressant, how come it makes people disinhibited? It's because much of the central nervous system is designed to stop us from acting. If alcohol is a depressant, how come it makes people disinhibited? It's because much of the... Wow. That makes sense. It makes sense because acting would be reacting, right? A lot of it is reacting to things outside of you. Like, oh, someone just looked at you funny and now you're going to, I don't know, try go beat them up, or you're going to start an argument with them or something like that. Would it be like that? So, because, you know, there's a saying, the best thing to do is to do nothing. And I remember hearing this saying, and I remember just knowing in my heart that it felt so true, that the best thing to do is to do nothing at times. You know, it's not to react, it's not to get mad, it's just to let things be. I mean, because you not doing anything is you aligning with God's state, right? Because God doesn't do anything, right? God is just non-changing, God is timeless, God is silence, God is peace, God is already whole and blissful. So even this whole idea of, oh, I need to heal, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to read this book, I need to go to this retreat, I need to do this. Like, that's how I used to feel. Oh my God, let me read all the books there are. Oh my God, let me do this meditation, let me do this journaling, and I was constantly just like piling things up, bringing them towards myself, because I thought that there was something there was a place that I needed to get to that was already outside of me, where wholeness is your natural state of being. You're not broken, you're just unaware of your wholeness, and maybe that's the issue. And also, I read this quote somewhere that who said that being human means not experiencing different emotions and not experiencing pain or suffering, and that somehow doesn't make you whole. Maybe wholeness is about staying in those times, you know, being present in that moment, not escaping, not being on autopilot and running away from how you actually feel, not trying to suppress it, but owning it, being vulnerable to it, and being like, yeah, this is how I'm meant to feel. This is what I'm meant to experience right now. I can stay with it. You know, the staying with it is the thing that regulates your nervous system. And it is your nervous system that dictates what you manifest in your life. There's a saying, beauty doesn't know race or religion. It's true. It's true. Beauty and God is beyond race and religion, you know? I mean, with religion, look, religion is a path. And there are many paths. Infinite are the paths to his abode, to her abode. You know? Rumination can be rumination is the worst. Rumination is the worst. We are all insane, okay? If you are someone who is caught up in overthinking, which is essentially rumination, right? You're insane. Because what is insanity? It's doing the same thing over and over again, which is overthinking, worrying, and expecting a different result. What do crazy people do? What is the sign of insanity? It is talking to yourself, right? Like, talking out loud to yourself is one of the first signs of insanity, of like of craziness. But what do? We verbalize all the time. We are always talking to ourselves in our brains, because that's what thinking is. So thoughts you receive. Thinking is the rumination on those thoughts, because thoughts are just clouds. They're just, that's it. That's all they want to do. They're just, you don't, like, where is the thinker? Where are they coming from? You know, we don't even know where they're coming from. They're just meant to pass by, like boats, like clouds, just. But we are like, let me hold on to this. This is true. This must be true. This must be true. This is me, you know? And then you take them, and then you just constantly, you think about them, and you think about them, and you think about them, and you think about them, because the mind is so obsessed with it, with the thinking, with the rumination. Speak Hindi. हिंदी में हम बात कर सकते हैं, पर बाकी को लोगों को समझ नहीं आएगी, और आपने सुना होगा मेरी हिंदी इतनी अच्छी नहीं है. एक्चुअली मैं ये बात बदलूंगी, मेरी हिंदी अच्छी है, पर थोड़ा सा वक्त लगता है मुझे हिंदी बोलने में. आपको इंग्लिश सीखनी पड़ेगी. मेरे को एक पंजाबी चैनल है, वो वहाँ आप जाइए, उसको मुझको सब्सक्राइब करिए. वहाँ मेरे 100 सब्सक्राइबर्स हो गए, फिर हम आपके साथ हिंदी में बात कर सकते हैं. You're like the love child of Lara Raj and Ray. I don't know who that is, but thank you, I guess. Just coming up with every worst case scenario and then panicking about things that haven't happened. Exactly. Which is wild. Glowing Phoenix, how can I not remember you? Of course I remember you. I was actually thinking about you, and something came to mind. Something about what you said. You were asking for proof of God. And I realized today, God is something to be experienced. God is not something to be explained. I cannot tell you, no one can tell you what God is through the mind, through words, through verbal language. We can try, but no one can, okay? The presence of God is something you will have to feel. It's somatic. It's within your, like, not just within your body, but your sensations and your consciousness. When you get to like deep states of flow, meditation, being present, then you will know God. That's my answer to that. And thank you, PK. You have a doubt. Okay. A doubt about what? There is no proof of God. You just have to believe. Yeah, you just have to feel. Doubt is required to really know. Exactly. That's true. Doubt is a good place to start. Is God present in every atom? Oh, God. Yes, God is present everywhere in everything. And आपका धन्यवाद, आपके प्यार लिए शुक्रिया. हम गुस्ताखी how do I say I'm sorry in Hindi? हम sorry हैं भी हम आपके साथ हिंदी में बात नहीं इतनी कर सकते हैं. Hi Tatsat, I'm blessed and highly favored. How are you? Are you Christian? Nope. I like the cut of your jib. What's a jib? I'm not sure what that is. But thank you. What do you learn with astrophysics that disproves God, Phoenix? Yeah, that's a good question, Thomas. So God is limitless and formless. Yes, God is limitless and formless. Punjabi channel name. Okay, it is Priya Rani Ka Satsang. Let me put it in my let me put it in the pin chat. I'll pin it, okay? And then add me.
If you're obsessed about good design,
party. I don't have a
this
hundred.
might be for you.
Like I always say this, but I will be posting more on there, so that we can I can start going live, because honestly, it would be a pleasure to go live in Punjabi and Hindi. But like I said, I just don't have the. I just haven't worked on that channel as much yet. So let me just pin it, okay? I just haven't worked on that channel as much yet, so. Alright, Priya, shh. One of you is. No, I'm kidding. One of you is it. Okay.
To see it.
Priya Ranika Sat Sang. Here rahi. Okay. Copy. I'm gonna paste that. Paste. Subscribe here to my Hindi / Punjabi channel. Ay, party Punjabi / Punjabi. Yeah, kya ho gaya? Ah, why do I not? I actually can't see the keyboard. it's a bit dark in here, you know. Okay, boom. There we go. You have the link now. Are you Christian? No. Am I Hindu? No. God is more like all forms. What language is it? God is me. God is you. Yes, it's an English saying, which means I like what you're saying and the sound of your voice. The rebels. Wait, what did you say? I like. Oh, okay. Thank you. I've never heard of that before. Just try speaking it and you'll learn Hindi. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure I will. Am I married? I am not married. Are you Punjabi? Yes, I am. I'm not Punjab, but I am Punjabi. Okay, back to glowing phoenix. So God is limitless and formless. Yeah, God is limitless, formless, timeless, changeless. Like, for example, you know, my birthday is coming up. And I decided that I'm not going to... Okay, I've just called it my birthday. But what I'm going to do from now on is refer to it as my solar return. So it is your solar return. It's where the sun returns to the same position it was when you were born, right? So it's going to be called my solar return. Second of all, I choose to rebuke the idea that my vessel is getting older. It is aging. Rather, I'm choosing to believe with every solar return that my spirit, my vessel is getting younger. Like, I am reversing aging. Because there are so many people, right? Whenever I have conversations with people, and the only thing they ever talk about is, I'm so old, I'm so old. Like, literally, it doesn't even matter their age. It could be 15-year-olds, 20-year-olds, it could be 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, and the only thing they say is, oh, I'm so old, I'm so old. And I look at them, and I just think, do you have any idea what you're doing? You're causing yourself to age quicker because of your beliefs, because you are as old as you feel. Because think about it, right? On your birthday, you know, when someone says, oh, I used to ask this question to other people and to myself. I used to say, oh, like, how do you feel? You're 21 now. Oh, how do you feel? You're 22 now. Oh, how do you feel? You're 23 now. Oh, how do you feel? You're 40 now. And the thing is, you feel the same because that is God within you. It's timeless, you know? God doesn't feel like, oh, okay, yeah, now I feel 40. That's something your mind decides. It's not actually something that you experience. I mean, you may, because obviously you imagine being older. But does that make sense? So you are in charge of how old you feel like you are. Mid-20s. No, actually. So on paper, I'm turning 29, but I identify as a 20-year-old. Like, my vessel is a healthy 20-year-old, okay? And it will continue to be for the rest of my life. Yeah, it's a solar return. That is why, yeah, I read that somewhere. Hindi bolo guddi. मैं हिंदी पंजाबी नहीं आप कहेंगे पंजाबी बोलो. Our society likes to focus on illness. It has to do with our health authorities and the message to focus on sickness and not health. So we get old and need medicine. Thomas, that is so profound. Thank you so much. It is so true. I mean, you know, if you really sit and listen to these ads for like Lemsip or okay, not paracetamol. I don't think paracetamol does. They don't have advertisements, but different advertisements for different types of flus and fevers, and get the jab, you're gonna get ill, you're gonna get this. It's so true. They just make you feel that illness is the normality, that illness is the norm, when it's not. Health, great health is the norm. And look, you can either run with that and then like have it benefit your life in a wonderful way, or you can leave it and think that I'm just chatting a whole load of rubbish, which is fine either way, because I believe it and it works for me, you know. So I'm healthy and fine and whatever and youthful. So I mean, yeah, it works for me. So if you take it, you take it. If not, then okay, cool. You're Punjabi. This is where you're pretty. Oh, thank you. Thank you. But yeah, these advertisements that get put out about medication, just general ideas about your health. I mean, even COVID, right? Like, I don't know how many of you are vaccinated, but I did not get vaccinated. I knew that this is something, some dal mein kuch kala tha, okay? Like in Hindi they always say there's something black in the dal, okay? There's something in there. So like this, it's sus. And it was sus, right? Because they gave you what, like 500 jabs you needed to take to be healthy, to protect yourself. Even the advertisement, like I was in a bathroom today, and then it said, oh, it just takes 20 seconds for coronavirus to get you. How is one not supposed to feel scared? And then the more scared you feel, the weaker your immune system, and the more you rely on the medication that they are giving you, right? They create the problem, and then they give you the solution, and then they make loads of money from it, and then they affect your health in a negative way. We can make a choice of what to focus on if we turn our internal, our bodies will have the wisdom for strong health. Exactly. It does feel you are tired, but not long-term guaranteed. Just listen. Exactly. We don't even listen to our bodies. Every little symptom is your body saying something. You don't listen to your body. You're like, no, let me go let some random man with a white coat on, and because they must know better than what I do about my own body. We do not take responsibility for things regarding ourselves. That's where the problem lies. Guru Nanak Ji's birthday. Yes, it's Guru Nanak Ji's birthday. Congratulations. Vadaiyan thanu. Wow, you're stunningly beautiful. I'm amazed that you're not married. Well, I guess that was never the issue then, right? Is every beautiful and stunning woman married? I'm in Toronto. We're going crazy over the COVID messaging. I was willing to walk to Mexico instead of getting chat. Oh, Thomas, I love that. I love your your what is it? What's the word? Your commitment to yourself and to your beliefs, and to your own body, and wanting to honor that, you know? I think you need to manifest these ideas to nurture yourself. Me personally, I'm not superstition, but the light of suggestion is powerful. Why? I don't want to be married. I'm happy with the way that I'm. I'd love to discuss my thoughts with you. Well, you're welcome to discuss them here. Hi, Guru Kamlesh. Fasting cures a lot of ailments. That's so true. That's so true. I'm thinking of, honestly, every day I wake up and I say I'm going to do a fruit fast, and then I go to the Gurdwara and then I have prasad, and I'm like, oh, well, that's out the window. Hi, Prasangi. Namaste, namaskar. Well, we are talking about the health of our bodies and how health is normal. की खबर आपको पता लग ही जाएगी, सुनोगे आप. What's the weather today in England? The weather today in England is cloudy, but it was kind of sunny too. I'm listening. I had gout last year. My friend suggested getting a pill. Instead, I decided to listen to my body, and I have overly rich foods. Gout went away. That was it. It was that simple, right? And the thing is, look, people don't want you to know this, right? I mean, it's no news to anybody about this, about the fact that no one wants you to know, like, culturally and societally, and like the big organizations, the government, the messaging you get, the media, they don't want you to know that the cure and the information that you need lies within you. because we are a society, we are people who are taught to always go outwards. God is outside, your health is outside, who can help you with your health is outside, success is outside, feeling bliss, feeling peace, it's outside, feeling good, feeling connected, it's outside. But it's not true. It's a lie. It's the inverse. Everything is inside you. Your body knows how to keep itself healthy. Your body knows how to heal itself. You contain the peace already. When you get into, for example, you know, like with my relationships, right, my romantic relationships, what I realized was that my romantic relationships kept changing, and not just romantic relationships, but relationships with people. My they seem to be improving. Like, I experience more love and respect in each one of my relationships, and that's because I'm changing, so they reflect that. And it's the love that I'm giving to myself that is being reflected in other people. So if you, for example, I know this is a complete like, we're going off on a tangent, but that's fine. If you sit in life, right, and then you say that, oh, I don't feel that I'm respected, I'm not valued, I don't feel loved, I don't feel seen. Ask yourself, do you see yourself? Do you respect yourself? Do you love yourself? Do you value yourself? Because it always comes to you. People treat you the way you treat yourself. People are just a mirror of your treatment towards yourself. Joy Zubinda? I don't know what that means. You're so pretty. Thank you. Joy Zubinda. I don't know. What does that mean? I was stuck. I feel like you need an FAQ for all the people where you married. I know. I'm sure when I'm Godly arrives, he can put that in a like a comment, and then I can just pin it. Oh my God, Rise. Thank you. Hi. Do you know Lost a Legend in the Psalm? His name was Zubin Garg. Oh, I did not know that. Why was he a legend? What made him a legend? Big difference in relationships when you go into bars and trying to meet people compared to being your authentic self. Yeah. Oh my God, Thomas. Wow. Yes. Are you kidding me? You know what it is? The energy of a bar itself is a particular type of energy, because you're surrounded by alcohol, first of all, and alcohol is a very dark energy, right? Second of all, I don't go to bars anymore. I don't go to bars, I don't go to clubs, I don't go to pubs. I just don't align with that energy anymore. So I would never, like, it would be completely misaligned for me to go there and like attract someone. Because the thing is, you go to the places that are a vibrational fit for you. So I used to drink, I used to be a certain way, I used to have a certain vibration. I would go there and I would meet people who had a similar vibration, of course, because people who don't align with that vibration won't be there, right? I don't go there, so I wouldn't, in that time, I wouldn't have attracted someone who was on the same energetic level as I am now. But yeah, completely true. It's completely different. Hi Darren, welcome. Sister, what do you usually do in life? I speak. Jesus loves you. Thank you. Plus, you will treat others in the way you treat yourself. You can value and respect others and see if they can respond to you in kind once you know these words. You treat exactly. You literally treat people the way that you treat yourself. What's your real name? It's Priya. Already subscribed to your Punjabi channel. Thank you, G. Get your friends and family to subscribe. Let's get it to 100, and then I promise you I will be going live, okay? Don't ever pick up a woman at a bar. Bye. Sastikalji. Yeah, he sang me 1,000. Wow, in 40 different languages in India. One of his famous Hindis. Yali, oh my God, I love that song. Hi, Nakshbandi. Just curious, do you do challenges and lives too? No, I don't do any challenges. Thank you, Rebels. And Priya ancestors are from India. Yes, they are from India. And I grew up in England. That is correct. Google karke dekho Joy Zubinda. Okay, I will. But I mean, even the song Yali, I love that song. Such an amazing song. To your son Mo Lester. Okay, shout out to Mo Lester. It's only because he's your son. How old is he? I don't know what's gonna happen. Yes, we had a mission now. Let's share this channel link to your family members for 100 subscribers. Exactly, get it, okay? If you want me to speak in Punjabi and Hindi, which everyone's always asking me to do it, okay? Guru, get the message out there. Then I'll have to dedicate an hour to this one and then an hour to the other one. Well, I'll just see how I feel. I'll just go with the flow. Oh, Mo Lester is a sub. Oh, great. Okay. Wonderful. But yeah, you know, we're always being pulled outside of us. And the more you go inwards, the more you realize that that's where you're meant to be, that the world outside of you, like, I think, I don't know if you've realized, but something that I've recognized in myself is I like to talk with my eyes closed now. It just makes me feel like I'm more within myself, because when you talk with your eyes open, you're losing energy, first of all, right? There's so much the information that you're taking in, and like losing energy. So I don't know, I think it's maybe because I just like meditating and keeping my eyes closed. Even like when I listen to music, when I eat food, try it. Try closing your eyes and doing these things. Because when you shut out one sensory organ, right? Like when you close your eyes, you're no longer expending energy through vision. And then you have all that energy to be aware of all your other sensations. Like right now, when I speak, when I have my eyes open, it's very different to when I have my eyes closed. It looks like I'm thinking more deeply. Oh, maybe I am, because I get to I guess maybe it helps me think deeper. Nakshbandi, you're going. See you. Hi, Rick. And spiritual guider. Yeah, you know, I guess you could say that. When your eyes are closed. Yeah, okay. Bye, that's sat. But yeah, it makes me feel more at ease when my eyes are closed, because so like when I go to the Gurdwara, for example, I like to sit and I like to close my eyes, because I don't want to be sitting there just focusing on everybody else. You know, you lose attention, because your attention, where you pay attention, because when you look at something, like right now, I'm looking here, right? I'm looking at the comments. I can see myself. I'm looking at how many people are in this live. I can see the time. Then I'm paying attention, so I'm losing energy that way. But if I close my eyes, my energy is within me. The attention is going inwards. And that's what you want. You want the attention to be always inwards. When it's inwards, you're completely present in the moment. It's only when it's going outwards that you're losing a sense of being present at times, you know? Oh no, I think we are thinking more deeply, like you said, to take away one of the senses. Oh, okay, like when you, oh, okay, so when you, all right, I think you said me, I look like I'm thinking more deeply. But yeah, you're just being deeper. Like there's this deeper sense of being when your eyes are closed. This is something I realized, you know, when I would watch Sards and Sons and people who sing, you know, when they really get into it, they close their eyes, right? They're feeling it. Because like I said earlier, God is felt. God is not through the mind, okay? God cannot be seen with these eyes. God is seen through the inner eye. And when these eyes close, the inner eye can open. It can be more sensitive. It can be more aware. The inner eye is your sense of awareness that opens, that expands. So yeah, next time you eat, yeah, when you're feeling it, the 10 eyes tend to close for real, right? My socials. So Zelensky, my socials are all the same so it's it's Scorpio Sage 8. So that's for Instagram and TikTok. But yeah, when you feel good, Himanshu, I'm blessed and highly favored. How are you? Just try it. When you eat, close your eyes. When you talk, when you're listening to someone, just close your eyes and just be present. Because, okay, for example, like if you're having a conversation with someone, right? Let's say you're sitting with someone, you're having a conversation and they're on their phone. You can see whether they're paying attention to you by looking at where their eyes are going. Are their eyes just like this? Like you're talking here and they're like, why are they paying attention? They're not paying attention to you, right? So going inwards is the most important thing. That's what I realized. What do you do for living? This can't be a job short. I'm a life coach, so I do life coaching. It's quiet wakefulness when my eyes are closed and I'm just in random space. It is. It's a really relaxed and peaceful space to be in. And there are different states of the nervous system, right? There's fight or flight, freeze, or rest and receive. And we're always in either one of the three. So what you'll find is most people tend to be in fight or flight or in freeze. They're just stuck. They're just suppressing. They're frozen. Other people are ready to flee. Other people are ready to be reactive. And how many of us are restful, ready to receive, just being, receiving all that life is, rather than grasping for life? Rest and receive is the best place to be. It's where you have a regulated nervous system. And like I always say, a regulated nervous system is the tool in which you can manifest everything you want in your life. There is no ritual that needs to be done. Let's say you want a girlfriend. Let's say you want a particular job. Let's say you want to be happy. Let's say you want peace. Whatever is it that you want, the thing on the other side of that you need to have is a regulated nervous system. Because let's say that you want to earn a particular amount of money in a month. You cannot earn that if that feels awkward to your nervous system, if that feels weird, if when you get that amount of money you panic. Like, for example, I always say this, right? Like, let's say you as a child did not experience love from your parents. You saw abuse. You saw like them cursing each other. You saw codependency, addiction, whatever it is, neglect. So your needs weren't met. So your nervous system was like, oh, this feels normal. This feels right. This feels like love. So you have two people who want to date you, okay? Person A is someone who is calm, relaxed, loving, kind, and you could say boring because they don't represent chaos. What a person whose baseline is chaos would say that, right? But you have person B. Person B is chaotic. Person B is codependent. Person B has addictions. Person B is insecurely attached. Who are you gonna pick? You may consciously think, oh, person A would be better for me. They seem nice, but actually, you know what? Maybe they're boring. They just seem too nice. I can't be with them. I should be with this person. This person is a bad boy or a bad girl. They remind you. And these are conversations that happen unconsciously. They reminded me of dad, okay, of my dad or my mom. And it feels good because now I can redo that relationship that I had with my parents. That is what is going on unconsciously. You cannot attract someone who's better for you, someone who's healthier for you, until you sort out your nervous system. Where's my henna? My henna has gone. I'm always on fight mode. And that can't feel great. I always used to be in like defense mode. and it wasn't a fun place to be. Oh, hey, Rebov. Welcome. Why am I so your type? I don't know. Hi, Ashish. Where's your outfit from? Yeah, my outfit is from India. I picked it up in India, this bit. Okay. How are you? We are talking about the nervous system. I was trying to record a video today about, the power of manifesting. I mean, the thing is, I usually veer away from videos of like teaching you how to manifest because I find that to be very Western. Whereas like I lean more towards Eastern like teachings. And they don't talk about manifestation there because they talk about being. And being precedes learning how to manifest because your sense of beingness is manifesting all the time. Manifesting is as normal as breathing. It has been happening since you were born. You are the creator. You are the God in your life. You have just been drawing things in, manifesting unconsciously, maybe. I mean, not everybody. I'm sure some people are manifesting consciously as well. आप क्या करते हो जी? हम ज्ञान फैलाते हैं. You bought it from India. Oh, wow, I didn't get it. Yeah, I bought it from India. I went to India. I saw it. I liked it. I got it. I'm good, thanks. Hope you're well. Badminton was pretty exhaustive today, so I was dozing off lol then. So you're like, oh, I love that you play badminton. I love badminton. How to think beyond limits. Exactly. Everything reduces to eternal energy waves. Consciousness is energy, aware of energy. Love that. And immaterial truths like math equals logic and physics, and motion bestows meaning on intent, on energy and logic equals God. Emotion bestows meaning and intent on energy and logic. Wow. Love that. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. And I guess meditating is like you being aware of the fact that you're aware. It's kind of funny, actually. Hi, Muntaha. Like, the more you get into it, like this whole rabbit hole, and not just mentally and intellectually, but when you can feel these things, life just feels really funny. Like today, I was, really going deeply inwards. And I always like to remind myself, so I like to meditate amongst people, so in public, in places where there are people around me, where I can hear noises, because I know there's this whole myth of, oh, you need to be in a silent room away from people to meditate. But I find that I can go the deepest at times when I am surrounded by people, because it's the hardest to go there, because there are so many distractions, there are so many noises, right? People walking by you, movement outside of you, and when you don't have a calm nervous system, it can be like but it's about training that. And the more you sit with it, and the more you can sit with that feeling, and you can go inwards and feel peace and calm, the deeper you go. Because what I like to remind myself of is the fact that I am the only one that exists. Like, in any room that I'm in, I am the only one that's real here. Does that make sense? Like, no one else exists. Everybody else is a hologram. They are part of my imagination. Manifestation is amazing stuff. I remember how I ended up having a whole PC 20 years back when my parents never would even buy 200 books, little game. And since then I have seen it grow. Oh, I love that for you, Beba. Like, now I have to be careful what I'm asking for in my head. Good or bad. See, it becomes like that. And I guess maybe that's why it takes, like, of course, that that ability. So when you have a clear energy channel, right, and a calm nervous system, then it becomes really, really easy to manifest, because you just think it and then you trust that it will come, and then it comes. And then that's the thing. I think that's one of the lessons in this lifetime. It's to learn how to be discerning in what you're thinking about, because truly anything could just you give it energy and it just comes straight into your existence. I am Indian, yes. True, that is so real. Hey, good to see you again. Happy Guru Nanak Jayanti. Sat Sri Akal ji, Vinay ji. Happy Guru Nanak Jayanti. Is that what you call it? I don't know that. To you as well. It's so interesting because it's Guru Nanak Ji's birthday today and it's the full moon. How crazy is that? You think rage baiting is more relaxing than meditation? Interesting. I mean, is rage baiting where you just get really mad and you just rage? Because I could see how that could be a thing. I don't know about more relaxing than meditation, but I mean, to each their own. Because I guess with rage baiting, you're doing something which is letting that energy out of you. You're expressing it. But how do you feel after that? Oh, rage baiting is doing things to make others mad. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Wow. I did not know that. Just like arguing. Wow, how does... Thank you, Thomas, for clearing that up. How does that make you relax? I guess it gives you a sense of control. Bhakti movement. I don't know if you're joking or not. I mean, what it kind of sounds like, circling back to what I said earlier, you're in hell, but you don't know you're in hell. You know? Because I don't know how that would be relaxing to you. Like, truly, I guess maybe it's a thing, you know, we don't know different levels of different feelings until we experience them. So you may find that relaxing because you think that that's the ultimate relaxation. But when you experience different levels of relaxation, you're like, whoa, that was nothing compared to this. Does that make sense? I am from England and I live, yeah, where am I? Okay, people get into fights in the comment section and algorithm boost. Oh wow, okay, jeez, what a... Can we get a fit check, huge? Sure. Oh, okay, fine. Does this mean I have to stand up? Okay, so this is, you can't, there's only so far I can go backwards, but sorry, I just stepped on my chinny. So this this is from a road where they have loads of Indian shops because my other one I burnt with the iron. And then this is a kurta that I got with trousers, but I don't wear the trousers. I just wear like plain black leggings. The leggings are my mom's. This is from India and this is from England. That's it. That's the fit. I've never done a fit check before. That was a first. How did I do? Well, not me, but people say that rage baiting is more relaxing than other things, like enjoyable. I mean, I guess they're on a certain vibration. Everybody's different, right? Everybody comes with a particular experience and feelings and a baseline sense of being. So it's very individual to people. Osho says that people say meditation means not thinking or anything, but Osho says meditation is thinking a lot. You don't have to stop thinking, you have to go with the thinking flow. Yeah, I mean, it's not stopping thinking, it's just paying attention to the thoughts and not getting lost in them, right? And the thing is, eventually when you pay attention, like for example, I do a meditation on the Waking Up app, and then he'll say, okay, if you are lost in thought, become aware of the thought. What's the thought? What's the nature of the thought? And when I pay attention to the thought, it just disappears. So every time you really, because the point is just to pay attention, just pay attention. And the more you pay attention, the less frequent the thoughts become. But you're not trying to get rid of them. They'll just diminish themselves, you know? If someone meditates daily but still feels angry or jealous, is their meditation failing? No. If they're aware of the fact that they're feeling angry and jealous, it's not failing. And, you know, meditation is not something that can fail. It's... it's about awareness, and that's your natural state of being. Meditation isn't something you do. Meditation is happening all the time. It's God being aware at all times. It's limbic driven. Honestly, I've never heard of rage baiting before. Are you Indian or not? I am Indian, Kuldeep Ji. Gosh, I guess not complete results of my TikTok. I am well, thank you, great fit check. Thanks, Michael. I think I'm a natural, but most seniors say they because they rage bait a lot with other people. You know, the only time I've heard of the word like raging in this like thing is from my brother, where he's like, I'm raging right now, and it's usually when he's gaming and just getting mad and like shouting. I have no idea how that would ever calm me down. I mean, honestly, I don't even like speaking loudly anymore. Like, let's say I'm downstairs and my siblings are upstairs and it's like dinner is served. I don't even shout like, dinner is served, come down. I can't. It just gives me a headache to speak so loudly. You know what? Is it true? What would you guys say? Like, the more you meditate, the more sensitive you become. Right? I mean, I guess, yeah, I already know the answer. Yeah, definitely. The more sensitive you become. Is anxiety a chemical imbalance? No, I don't think so. Some people enjoy it when they see other suffering. We don't want to relate to them now, do we? Because it exposes you to a life cycle where you start falling on the wrong side of things and situations. Wow. Can meditation lead to ego inflation, believing one is more spiritually advanced than others? Of course. Of course it can. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. When you get into spirituality, Kuldeep, I appreciate your actually, I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate you making demands. I will speak whatever language I deem fit. If that's not okay with you, you can leave. Jairam Jiki. Yeah, so when people get onto the spiritual path, what happens is a spiritual ego occurs, right? At first they were going through life and they didn't have this like spiritual awakening, or they weren't spiritual and they were just doing whatever and they didn't know any better. And now you become spiritual, and then you start learning these things, you start meditating, you start getting crystals, you start using incense, you start eating organic food, and then of course an ego develops. It's like, I'm better than everybody else now because I'm doing it right, I know the truth. And this ego is more dangerous than the normal ego. That is why it's so important to be aware of it. Like, I notice it in myself all the time and I have to like catch myself. I have to like catch myself and be like, whoa, Priya, whoa, chill, okay? Ego is coming in a bit strong, but it's okay. I get amused by it. That's the thing, sometimes you think, so when you start meditating, you become more aware of your thoughts. And then you're like, whoa, do I really think like that? Because you have these egoic thoughts. It's the inflated ego because it becomes even more inflated. And then what it can lead to is judgment. Like, whoa, is this really me? Is this who I am? I thought I was someone else. But you can just be amused by it because it's not really you. So now every time I have a thought, I don't care what thought I have, I will never judge myself for it. Maybe I will, like, that's like, that, like, oh, judge, oh, what? And then I'll go back to, no, it's just a thought. It's not me. That's not who I am. Nervous system takes time for brain synapses to grow, and they transform to favor certain activities such as drugs, anger, love, etc. It thus takes time to change our minds into habitual behavior. That's very true. It's the neural pathways, right? You've already hardened one path and now it's time to walk the other path. If you want to like change them, you have to continue walking a different path until that path solidifies. Badminton? What? Now Philip is trying to rage bait. You now understand what a rage baiting is. Yeah, I guess Goldie. Wow, he was trying to rage bait, huh? I didn't know that. Hi, I'm Supreme. I'm from Zambia and I'm studying law. I really like the way you articulate issues and your honesty in words. But I would just like you to become a believer in Jesus. Wow. Well, why is that? Why is that? Why can you not accept me the way that I am? You don't love me unconditionally. There are conditions on your love. And God and Jesus teaches unconditional love, right? I am your neighbor. You must love me. Not only if I love Jesus, surely. Yes, more meditation definitely brings more sensitivity for me, like headaches, nausea, palpitations. Well, yeah, definitely palpitations. Is there a point where meditation no longer helps and action is required instead? Meditation can... Let's break down what meditation is. Meditation is awareness, right? It's our natural state of being. We are not meditating. We are becoming aware of meditation, of awareness, of presence that is happening at all times. So if you stopped meditating, that would not help because you're not being conscious anymore. Meditation and action can be the same thing. I think what you think, I'm trying to say, like what you may think a meditation is, oh, you make time in the morning for 5 minutes and you sit quietly, you watch your breath, and that's meditation, and then you go about your day and you forget that you ever did that. That's not what I'm talking about. Meditation is not just meant to be isolated to that time. It is a skill that you take. It's a state of being that you access that is always available to you, that you continue to access throughout the rest of your day, because it means you're present, you're conscious, you're aware. And then every action that you take whilst being in that state will always benefit you. Hi, Helen. How often do you stream? I stream often. You know, I have one pet dog, American Cocker Spaniel, and when he is not hungry, he hides his food under the sofa or under the bed. And you know why I'm shocked? Because when he came to the house, he was 1 month. From where he learned that from a previous life or from his DNA. Okay, interesting. It's his, it's natural intelligence. There's intelligence in every being, in everything, not just human beings, you know? So I know sometimes we're very surprised when we know that animals are intelligent, but I mean, of course they are. You know, we're just narcissistic to think that we are the only, like, of course we have a different level of consciousness compared to animals. But yeah, they still have intelligence, you know? So yeah, that's where it's from. Today's caption is the only way out. Yeah, you know, another thing that I was thinking of, live life from the inside out. Inside out. Be informed from the inside, through your being, through your body, through your consciousness, through your sensitivities, through the subtle energy you feel, and then live life. Understand that the inside is the only reality, right? Imagination is reality. Your landscape is your reality. Your nervous system is your reality. The 3D is dead. The 3D world that you see, the physical world that you see outside of you is dead. It is old. It is in the past. It is a result of old thoughts and emotions and imaginations. The only thing that is real right now is how you feel. Like I always say, I always bring it back to this example of if you're sitting in a cafe, you're sitting in the same place. The physical world looks the same. But how you feel, your imagination, what is your imagination dictating? What is your nervous system dictating? That dictates how you feel, how your perception is, how your life feels. One person sitting in a cafe can be having the best time of their life, and the other person could be having the worst time of their life. Why? It's because the 3D world is nothing. It's dead, you know? There are also any specific schedule? Not really when I feel like it, to be honest. But it ranges from like 1 p.m. GMT to like 3, I guess, today. But yeah, usually in the early afternoon. GMT time. There are also unintelligent instincts, visage instincts from when our society and world were different. We need to engage in the higher order thinking to form our lower. Exactly. Meditation involves prefrontal cortex regulating the limbic and other lower order brain function. Wow. I lost the person I loved from my childhood. We're together from the beginning. She was the only person I truly loved in my life from the beginning. Oh. She was my everything and she had to leave me. Oh, okay. As in like, oh, I thought she died. Okay, she was my everything and she had to leave me because of her family. That must be difficult. What I sense, Mons, is when life seems to be going to hell, when things seem to be breaking down and it seems you are finding yourself in the midst of heartbreak and pain and suffering, just know that that is your salvation. Just know that it's going to only get better from here. Because all of those are secure from outside asteroids. That's interesting. Meditation helps curb impulsive reactions and promotes deeper, more meaningful thoughts in my experience. Oh, I love that. Yeah, it just makes you feel so relaxed. And you're like, whoa, like, there's this word that they have in Sikhi, sehaj, which is free and it's flowing. You know, I had a dream of being in sehaj, you know, like everything was easy. I felt the sense of, I don't need to do anything. No effort needs to be made. Like, it was almost like a flower. Like, this is what I would like. It's just like floating. And I carried that into the next day. And it was just the most beautiful feeling. And I know that that's the way, like, that's the norm. That's how we should all be feeling. Thank you for letting me know that Jesus loves me. She couldn't go against him. I want you to become a Christian because I love you praying unconditionally, and I promise you I will be praying for you so that the Spirit of truth will lead you more to truth in addition to what you have. See, Cipriano, why do you don't love me unconditionally? Because if you love me unconditionally means without condition. But you have a condition that I must become a Christian. What makes you feel that I am not on the path of truthfulness anyway? I mean, you hear the things I talk about, and this isn't sourced from Christianity. I mean, of course, Christianity comes into it because everything is one. There are an infinite paths to his abode, okay? It's not just through Christianity. I appreciate that that's your path. I love that for you. I love that for you. And thank you for thinking of me and wanting me to be on that path of truthfulness too. In some cases, meditation may lead to detachment from unrealistic expectations. See, detachment is the way to be though, because love is not attachment. Love and attachment are not synonymous with each other. Love is detachment. It's passionless. It's awareness. It's a recognition of the truth. Why do you yeah. Church must have to go out. Here they come, lol. How can I overcome my depression? How can you overcome your depression? I mean, how did I overcome my depression? I followed the truth. You know, Mons, you don't have to do anything. Allow yourself to surrender to God. Surrender to life and trust that this is where you're meant to be. You're meant to be depressed, okay? You were meant to be here. I was depressed. I was anxious. I was meant to be there. I'm grateful for having been there. And God provided a way out. God takes care of everybody. So you don't do anything. Just go with the flow of life. You feel sad. You feel heartbroken. Feel it. Sit with it. Honor those feelings. Grieve it. You know? And life naturally takes its course. You can't find that again. Everywhere, Mons, don't stop restraining your love. You can find that. You can. See, Mon, the love that you felt existed within you already. it's you loving you through another person. Multi session to compare people all around the world. You know, I think I think they have I get it. I get when you start walking a particular path, you want the best for everybody. You know, you become like a healer almost. Like there's this healing complex that you have. That now I want to take care of everybody. Everybody needs to know the truth. Let me guide them. But I think there are people who still need to continue focusing on their own journey. Also, there's power in inertia. Find something to make you move. Walking a dog, cleaning a room, simple actions towards order. If you really want to meditate, don't sleep for 2 days. And third day, sit down and close your eyes and hold metal ball in hand. Whenever you will get into sleep, the metal ball will wake you up. Technique. That's it's pretty. I've never heard of that technique before. It's pretty cool. The technique used by ancient people because in the middle of sleeping and waking you find real magic. Wow, that's amazing. It's because you enter theta, right? Either your brain goes into delta or theta brain waves, and that's a very deep sense, like a state of relaxation. I guess that's why they say another thing you can do is, if you don't want to be depriving yourself of sleep for 2 days, I don't think I could do that, Vinay, honestly. Sleep is far too like important for me. What you can do is, before you go to sleep, like when you're in a state of sleepiness, right, or sleepiness, like when you're tired, you can think of like the things you want, like visualize or meditate at that time. It's a great time to do that. Or when you wake up as well, because you're in that state, you haven't identified with the I am this, I am that, I am Priya, I need to do this, I need to do this. You know, you're just being for that moment. But thanks, that's kind of relaxing to hear. I'm glad, Mons. I'm glad. Honestly, look, I'm not just saying this for the sake of saying it or as a like a multiplication. I'm telling you, when things break down, I know it's like, really let it pierce through to you. When things get to this point, it is a moment of change. It's a moment of transformation that you will be going through. Because look, you are the greatest love in your life. The love you felt came from within you. You are the source of everything. No one outside of you is the source of anything. Always go inwards, and then you will find everything you're looking for. So yeah, sit with it. Sit with it. When you will see eyes of real yogis like Neem, Karoli Baba, or Yogananda Brahman, so they have sleepy eyes because they're sleeping and waking up at the same time. That's amazing. It's, for example, you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of Sadhguru. Sadhguru does this meditation. I'm not gonna like attempt to do it here, but he's looking here. Okay, maybe I will do it. Whatever. It's like you're looking here, so your eyes, both your pupils should be like up here. It's like a meditation, and then you just, I can't remember how to do it properly again now. There's a particular name for it, but what happens is you release a chemical which is like cannabis almost. What is it? It's THC. I think you release THC, maybe? Is that yeah, Vaibhav, is that correct, Shambhavi Mudra? And you release something and it makes you naturally high. Is exercise a form of meditation too? I feel like it is, at least. It is, Zelensky. Meditation is whenever you're in the flow state, when you're just being, when you're being present. It's through dancing, through exercise, through creating, through painting. Whenever you're in the flow, it's not just, oh, I have to sit down, be glued to my seat, and that's meditation. Meditation is happening all the time. That attention shift from a state where you think of yourself as a body and only see the world outside of your physical boundary to see inside from where you see mind, thoughts, emotion, separates monumental. It is very true. Hey, Jeremy. Oh, thanks. Oh, it's the best. And the way that you see life just changes. Now I understand why like all these spiritually enlightened people, why they just look so happy and almost high. It's because they've discovered that state and they don't care what people think, because people are just just a hologram, you know. And like, for example, obviously I shared that I went through a breakup recently, and it's really been different this this time around compared to usually when I go through a breakup, because what's usually on my mind is, what are they thinking, what's happening, oh my god, what's he thinking about this, what's he thinking about this, what's he thinking about this, is he gonna do this, is he gonna do this? But I have experienced barely any of that. You know why? Anytime my mind starts to veer in that direction, I tell myself, he's not thinking anything, because you're the only one that has free will in your world, Priya. You're the only God, you're the only creator. This person doesn't have any of that. They only think what you think. So I just don't think anything. I'm like, oh, why am I even going to waste my time thinking what he's thinking? He's not thinking anything. He only exists if I allow him to exist. Like the past. You know how some people live in the past? How? Because they keep the past alive. How? Because your imagination is your reality, honey. Okay? That's how. What do you specifically believe? Connor, in what sense? In what? Where? What are you talking about? Like, in what sense? हाँ जी, हम हिंदी, I mean, हम हिंदी है, हम इंडियन है, हिंदी हम बोल सकते हैं, हिंदी हम इतनी बोलती नहीं, बोलते नहीं। ये हमारा चैनल है, मैंने वैसे किया था, मैं ट्राई करती हूँ, वहाँ मुझे जाके फॉलो करना, वहाँ मैं लाइव जाऊंगी और आप हमारे साथ, मैं हिंदी में बात कोशिश करूंगी, पंजाबी में ज़्यादा करूंगी, ओके? सो ये है, यहाँ मुझे फॉलो करो, अपने फ्रेंड्स फैमिली को कहो, 100 सब्सक्राइबर्स हो गए, मैं लाइव जाऊंगी, ओके? Do I believe in God? I do believe in God. Yeah, of course. And what do I guess this just ties into what I believe in spiritually. So I believe that everybody is a God. That we are the ocean. We're waves in an ocean. And I have realized now that I am not just a wave, I am the ocean. I have realized the truth about God, that God is silence, God is emptiness, God is the void. God exists within me and everything outside of me. That the life outside of me is a simulation. It is a hologram created by me, through the God within me, through the consciousness within me. That God is not a being. God is not a man. It's not a man in the sky with a beard. No, God is a state, like, it's consciousness, it's awareness, it's a beingness. It's energy, but it's beyond that, because beyond the energy, it's nothingness, you know? We are consciousness experiencing consciousness. I'm a witness of life. And I create life, the life that I want, through what I feel, through my imagination, through my nervous system. Yeah, that life is a mirror. I hope that answers your question. When would you read Bhairav Tantra Vigyan? Book says Lord Shiva is answering questions to Parvati Ma. Parvati Ma asks who is Amrita. Lord Shiva saying middle of inhale. Wow. Oh my god, I haven't, Vinay, I haven't actually been reading anything. I just don't read anymore. I don't know, I just, between, like, different things, I just don't, I will, let me write down again. I have you to teach me, right? Vigyan. But yeah, of course, it makes sense. I've heard that before, in the middle of inhale and exhale, because then there is nothing. I mean, you guys have probably experienced it when you go into meditation. You don't want to breathe anymore. You stop. You can really slow down your breath, because that's where you feel the stillness the most. मैं भी हिंदी हूँ और मैं हमीरपुर से हूँ और आप बताओ अपना. मैं पंजाब से हूँ। मैं इंग्लैंड में रहती हूँ, ताकि मैं इंग्लिश बोल रही हूँ. Then Fatima asking, no, I don't understand. Tell me another way. Lord Shiva says, middle of sleeping and waking up and you find and read. Wow. Interesting. Like every life form has value and equal. Yeah, exactly. Amrit means the nectar of immortality. Wow. My God, that ecstasy of deep meditation is like a full body orgasm, especially when your breath nearly ceases. I think shallow the breath in a minute. I think shallow the breath in a minute. Yeah, Weber, I completely agree. I mean, honestly, I get to the point where I don't even want to breathe anymore. Like, just stop. How long can I hold my breath, you know? Do I read books? Oh, Mons, okay, you want some books? Okay, let me think. You're depressed. What books would I recommend to you? Okay, Louise Hay. I want you to read books by Louise Hay. You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. Let me write that down for you, okay? Louise Hay has amazing books. Your Life by Louise Hay. So let's start with that. Let's read that. You can even, is it Hay? I think it's Hay, yeah. So let's start with that. Continue to come to my lives, and then once you've read that, I can recommend you some more. I don't want to recommend you loads and then you kind of, you have too much choice. You know, I'm just going to give you one. Read it. You can go on YouTube. They have the audio for it as well, which you can listen to as soon as this live ends or even right now, whatever you want. And then, yeah, it's a really, really good one. A great starter book. You're a great person, Priya, and you changing the world with your wisdom. This is not vain praise, and forgive me if you offended by coming in Christ. I love you without any conditions. That was just to me. Oh, thank you, Cipriano. I appreciate you. Look, I appreciate you, and I understand where you're coming from. You know, I get it. It comes from a place of love and one. It's like a parent. You know, a parent will always try to guide their child in the right direction because they know the answer. But I think it's scary for the parent to say, whoa, I think the child should just find its own way. But yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you. I am from England. Like some people with near-death experience through drowning, they say when they were through initial pain, they feel extreme bliss near the end of it. Perhaps smoking does not. The same, it reduces oxygen content. My God. Smoking reduces oxygen content. Nitrogen oxide does that. You know, NOS. Oh God, I don't want to be. I'm not telling anybody to do that, but it feels like that. You are definitely deprived of oxygen, or you should just through drowning. Yeah, near-death experiences. I mean, honestly, I've read about so many near-death experiences and like what death feels like, and I'm actually excited for it. Like, I'm not scared to die. I'm like, bring it on, okay? Because you return to God. Osho says only idiots cry when someone dies. The person who's truly religious, the person who's truly connected to God and who is wise does not cry. They celebrate the life that that person lived, and then also they understand that this person is going back to God. They're going, I mean, you're always with God, but you're becoming one again. You're going to know God again without this human meat suit, you know? So that's a wonderful thing. You're escaping this like body, this avatar that you have, this vessel that you have. Hey Sangram, I do remember you. Welcome. Absolutely stunning quality. Thank you. The attire look suits you. Thank you, Srinandan. I'm from Bangladesh, by the way. Oh, welcome. When you still meditate and you go to deep sleep, then your body will forward slide. At the time you'll realize you were falling, and one electric current will come through down to the backbone. Oh wow, that sounds amazing. Idea Shanti, the end of your world. The birth that we call death. Exactly. Exactly. For example, you were standing on top of a mountain and I come back from back and try to push you just to scare you. At that time, you will get electricity coming from legs to head. Okay, I get it. Like a jump scare almost. I'm agnostic, so for me, it doesn't feel that way. But it's great for people to believe in the afterlife. Connor, what do you believe actually happens after you die? Background looks cool. Thank you. Lol, sorry about my uneducated guess about smoking. I did hear nitrogen oxide induced. It's okay, Beva. It's okay. It's sweet. It's cute that you thought that. I mean, it's smart. You know, the reason why I realized that smoking feels so good, because it's a process of inhaling and exhaling, right? Like when you right, you're consciously breathing in and out, and maybe you just remove the cigarette and you just breathe. Maybe just do that, you know. England as well, thank you. How do you become so good in these spiritual things, or how do you able to connect with yourself with these things? But it wasn't always like this. It wasn't like this at all. It comes eventually, you know. How do you connect yourself? Well, remove things that present an obstacle, like that. Remove the things that stand in the way. That's what I would say, because everybody naturally has that place within them that is peaceful, that is blissful, that is silent. So it's not about, the destination is not outside of you, it's inside of you. So sit with yourself. That's what I would say. Please, just with no distractions, put your books away, put your phone away, put your computer away, put people away, put everything away. Just sit and be by yourself. Don't listen to anything. Just sit and breathe, okay? Maybe close your eyes and just become aware. Like, what you'll see is the mind screaming, do this, go here, talk to this person, do this. Oh, you need to cook, you need to eat right now, you need to go to the bathroom, you're hungry. But you just prevail, you know, you just continue and you get past that point, because the mind realizes that no one's listening, no one's taking any action. So what I would say, the simplest, greatest way, just be with yourself. That's what you truly want. Thank you, Sridhar. I don't know, that's what agnostic is. I believe in the potential of a higher power, but the answer is I don't know. You know, Connor, I like that you know where you're at. And are you open-minded? Like, are you open to things? Or are you very like, no, this is the way forward? I mean, I guess you're not, right? Because you say you believe in the potential of a higher power. The thing is, it's good that you're open, you know? I'm sure God will find, I mean, God's always with you, but like, you'll find your way to God. You found your way here, so. When we sit cross legs for a long time and see something is happening to your legs, like current, and we can't feel our legs, that's what real yogis feel in their body. Just think about it. Wow. Yeah, my legs do feel kind of, do they? Like, shaky a little bit. Sometimes I didn't realize that that's what that would, I didn't realize that's what that was. You can't increase your frequency with solving your problems and attachments. Interesting. Fair point. It's about how you feel, right? I mean, you can solve your problems, but do you feel good? Do you feel relaxed? Are you still... Where do you reside? Do you reside in the mind? Because when you reside in the mind, that's where you have problems, right? Where do I live? I live in England. Yeah, smoke can be like unintentional deep breath pranayama. It is. Releases parasympathetic nervous system. Great observation, Priya. Why, thank you. I used to smoke, hence why I realized it, you know? And then I was like, why do I even smoke? I don't need to do this. I can just take deep breaths. I think it really is about going back to the basics. Like your breathing. I mean, your breathing is one of the most it's like one of the most significant like factors contributing to your health, right? Like the way you breathe, the depth of your breath. Like the deeper your breath, the deeper your experience of life. The shallower your breath, the shallower the experience of your life. Unless of course you're in meditation. You will attract negative forces if you meditate with attachment and issues in life. So are you saying that if you have attachments and issues in life that you should not meditate? How to open third eye? How to open third eye? I don't know. I don't. What is? You know, I always ask myself this, like, how do you know your third eye is open? I don't know. Like, it's so funny that we're talking about this because today I was thinking about it and I was thinking. They say that you see with clarity. So is it that you visually see something, or it's that you know the truth and you see things, like your understanding changes? What would you say? Like, who does anyone want to share if their third eye is open? Okay, yeah, sun, moon. So you think that you shouldn't meditate if you have attachments and issues in your life. That's interesting because, yeah, like Connor says, you know, meditation can remove issues and calm them. Meditation makes you realize there are no issues. The only issues are the fact that you are running away with your thoughts. Help me understand the issue at hand or the topic under discussion. Okay, this one? The one about meditation? Could you be more specific? You say thanks to the universe, everything on the times daily first. Interesting. I mean, I guess if that works for you, that works for you, right? But meditation helps you become more present. And then it brings you to a higher level of awareness. And being aware is like the best thing that can happen to you. Pineal gland, something I heard about. I don't know what that is. Yeah, your pineal gland is here, right? It's your third eye, essentially. Am I a doctor? I am a doctor of the soul. And thank you, Aman. Thanks. It represents the divine feminine. She protects me. She's my... Honestly, now I'm like, why didn't I get a cobra? But it's okay. I love her the same. So yeah, your pineal gland, when you send... Oh, yeah, actually, I know how you can activate your pineal gland. Through breathing exercises. So, Joe Dispenza talks about this, actually. Like, the breathing exercises, and how, you know, when you push the breath upwards, you send the energy upwards, and then it goes around in something in your brain, and then you send it here, and then it activates. But I think someone else has answered it. If you want to open a third eye first, open two eye, lol. Because when I see you, I see only one you, because I'm using one eye. When I will use two, I will see you as two. That's interesting, Vinay. Yeah, me thinking that. What do you do with the open third eye? You can see remotely, premonitions and such. Can do our body stuff. It doesn't help you become enlightened. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Interesting. So it's not like, okay. Snake is divine feminine. I didn't know. Yeah, snake represents divine feminine energy. It's the serpent energy. You know, it's like, for example, the Kundalini, right? It's represented by the snake and the serpent, and that's your feminine energy. Third eye is part of the imagination. I don't know. What's today's topic? Good morning. I mean, it's good afternoon here, but good morning, Jeremy. Buenos dias. Today's topic. I mean, I guess we're on meditation right now. A little bit. You know what? Let me go into the serpent. Let me get some more information up, because you know when you know but you forget. Can you tell me? I want to talk about why the serpent is very divine feminine. What about the divine? Okay. So the divine feminine and the serpent is actually one of the oldest and most misunderstood and most powerful archetypal pairings in human history. It was a symbol of the awakened woman, kundalini, wisdom, intuition, and creative life force. So it represents the kundalini shakti, as I was saying, you know, where she lies dormant until awakened. When she rises, the woman becomes enlightened, intuitive, magnetic, and powerful. The serpent represents divine feminine power, inner wisdom, sensuality and creativity, and life force that transforms reality. And it's a symbol of rebirth, you know, because a serpent sheds its skin, it has to shed its skin, otherwise it dies. Live in a positive way daily, you will open everything slowly. Don't take the shortcut, you will regret. Okay, so meditation is the shortcut. I said to you before, Kundalini awakening is like the current which will come from down of backbone to the... Oh, is that what you were referring to, Vinny? Will come down of backbone to the head. Yeah, like up from the... And it is that... So have you gone through your Kundalini awakening? That's so interesting. And how did that happen? Like, did you do a particular process to like awaken it? Did it happen naturally? I'm having a lot of negative energy. How to get rid of that? How to get rid of the negative energy? You are having a lot of negative energy. What, like from the people around you, from your thoughts, like from where? What is the point of this Kundalini? Third eye, no one gave genuine answer. Why to awaken? There is no point of awakening the Kundalini. See, when you awaken the Kundalini, you activate the power that you have within you. And then you can live to your full potential. Yes, on your time, but that was really scary. Okay, so it's awakened now. Is that like it has to happen many times? And meditation is for the health reasons and chanting is for God. Well, see, chanting helps you become more aware. Chanting is like a meditation within itself, because when you meditate, you have a singular focus on something, right? Like your breath, for example, or you're hearing what's outside of you. So when you're chanting, that is also attuning your focus to one thing, which is the chant that you're chanting. I want to learn how to meditate. Where can I start from as a new beginner? Okay, so you could, I mean, there's lots of ways you could start, Cipriano. So it depends on you. You could just find a space somewhere, a safe space where you won't be disturbed. You could like handle if you'd like, whatever feels good to you. That makes it like a, you know, a special ritualistic place. You can just sit, take a few deep breaths in and out. And then watch your breath, feel it, like wherever you want to feel it. I like to feel it at the bottom of my stomach. Or you can feel it at the tip of your nose, like the air going in and out. And just focus on the breath, the breath going in, out. You don't need to manipulate the breath. You don't need to change the breath. You don't need to control the breath. Just watch it going in and out. Then your mind will veer off to thoughts. And then thank the thoughts. And then bring it back. And then it'll go back to thoughts, thank the thoughts, bring it back. And that's it. That's meditation. And then, of course, you can advance from there. You can sit for longer. You can do a guided meditation. Loads of different ways. From the people around me. Oh, from the people around you. Okay, Sridhar. So just remove yourself from the people who are being negative, right? Laughter can be a great remedy for negative energy, like it's natural therapeutic. Yes, laughter is so good for you. I read that there was like biologically the effect that laughter has, because it moves your diaphragm and it like gets your blood pumping. It's really good for you. Chanting changes your body frequency to connect with your soul. Wow. We have a physical body and an astral body and a soul in one body. So, you know, Sun Moon, when you chant, do you chant out loud? Or is it like in your mind? You can conduct guided meditation sometimes. You know, I think I would really like that. I think I'd like that. I think I have it in me to do that. I've just never done one before. I've done like little ones with people, like my clients. Um, yeah, by the way, if anybody wants to work with me one-on-one, you can let me know and like just maybe comment on one of my videos, or you can find my email address. I have that, so you can like contact me. But yeah, I usually do it with my like clients and stuff. So I think that'd be really cool. I think I'd have to have a space where maybe we'd have to like make it a thing, you know. I'd have to set some time, come this time, everybody get ready, everybody load in, and then we kind of go from there. Because imagine I'm like halfway through the meditation and someone will, like comes in and they don't know, you know. मैं बैठा था आंख बंद करके ते मैं डीप स्लीप में चला गया और मेरी बॉडी आगे की तरफ गिरने लगा तो झटका आया बॉडी में नीचे से बैकबोन के ओ करंट है तक गया अच्छा ओके ਜਦੋਂ ਝਟਕੇ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਡੀਪ ਸਟੇਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚਲ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ ਕਦੀ ਕਦੀ ਝਟਕੇ ਲੱਗਣ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ yes I have to chant normally oh, okay so out loud okay. You look fulfilled and complete from within today. I'm happy for you. Thank you, Theo. Thank you. I feel it. I feel it. After that, my whole day was like, I'm going deep, thinking, getting same current every time I'm saying in Hindi because my English is not good. Vinay, your English is amazing. What are you on about? Hey, you didn't answer my query up. Oh, sorry, Debanj, what was your query? Okay, wait. The bunch. Like the Kundalini. Yeah, no, I mean, I said about the Kundalini, it activates your full potential. But the thing is, you know what, Dipanj, I don't know too much about it. I did start reading a book about awakening your Kundalini, but I don't know. I just haven't got too much into it. So it's something that you could, I guess, search up yourself. And Hush, here it is. It's okay. There we go. Spiritual awakening is not 1%. It's a 20-year process. See, 20, not one day. See, Sun Moon. It's not always that. I think you're always reaching deeper states of it, but I don't think that, like I heard somewhere where it's like, oh, if we say it's a 20-year process, because it's not for everybody. It's not. Some people can awaken like in a day, you know, in a moment. You know? ये हाय किद्दां की हाल ने थोड़े बस चढ़दी कला तुसी दसो. What do you think is the purpose of breathing deeply instead of shallowly? Breathing deeply. When you breathe deeply, you regulate your nervous system. I think you activate your parasympathetic nervous system. I don't know. I can't remember the details, but breathing deeply is the key to everything. Just think about it. Like when you're stressed, what do? You're like, right? And it doesn't feel good. But when they tell you to relax, why do they say breathe deeply? Take 10 deep breaths. Focus on your breath. Why? Because it regulates your system. Ever consider having a guest on live such as Vinay to discuss these topics and cover more ground than text can? I would, of course. I'm more than I would love that. I would love that. So Vinay, anybody who would like to come on and like have serious chats about these things, let's do it. Oh my god, that'd be so amazing. Let me know. We can arrange a time, you know. Osho says when he awakened his Kundalini, his soul came out of his body and he was so many things. But Osho said he was not knowing how to bring the soul back to body, and then he saw a beautiful girl and tried. Osho says always meditate when go. Huh? What do you mean? Always meditate when go. When you're a woman, you should meditate? Is that what he said? Let's stick with the mainstreams. After they awaken, they can't balance the energy, so it takes 20 years to fill the definition. Oh, okay, interesting. Air to bottom of lungs. Breathe softly instead of deeply. In my experience, many people learn to breathe intentionally but sort of miss the point. Right, okay, yeah, breathe. You know, they say you should breathe in a way where no one can even tell that you're breathing. Like, there should be no, no, like, sound of it. Yeah. Always meditate with a goal. I have never heard that, never heard that before. That's crazy. I mean, did he say why? Soft, full, and quiet breaths. I love that. Yeah, definitely quiet. Log in his English game. What when you phrased it? Ah, that's funny. He's like, I don't need to try anymore. Meditation is mandatory or not? If yes, why? Yeah, I think meditation is mandatory. I think in my life that's my opinion. It's mandatory because it's so important. It's just start, you know. You become a more peaceful person, you become a more present person, you align with your true nature. Not only that, you're better for your community. You're a better partner, you're a better lover, you're a better friend, a better child, a better parent when you do these things. So you're not meditating for yourself, you're meditating for everybody in your life. Just saying thanks to God. Just saying thanks to God will get your negative energy out slowly, but the more you do, it's better. Okay, thank you, Sun Moon. I'm not saying this Osha said it because of that Kundalini way. You know, practice so many things. So, did he say that you should go meditate with a girl because then it will activate your Kundalini? Is that what you're saying? Do you think meditation is more helpful for the mind or for the body? So, meditation is rest for the mind. Sleep is rest for the body. And your mind is always active, right? The moment you wake up to the moment you know, sleep is heaven for us because the mind kind of shuts off and we're not flooded with overthinking. But as soon as you wake up, boom, it starts. What qualities attract in a man what qualities in a man attract you now, Priya, compared to previously? Okay, I mean compared to previously. Okay, so first and foremost, it would be, you know, there's a screenshot of what it really summed up what I would want in my life. Let me find it. Okay. Someone who's emotionally stable, confident, spiritually aware, protective but not controlling, devotional but not obsessive, strong but not aggressive, securely attached, high value, high standard, and high purpose. You have to have a purpose. If you don't have a purpose in your life, if you don't know who you are, I can't respect you. And if I don't respect you, I can't love you. I don't value you, you know? So I want to be able to respect you. So yeah, of course, like emotional stability is one of the most important things. Someone who takes accountability and responsibility for their life. Someone who's generous, spiritually generous, you know, to not just me, but to everybody in their life. Playful, fun, open-minded, active, likes to take care of their body, likes to dance. Yeah, that's it. High value. I guess someone who has integrity, someone who can communicate really well, someone who can be vulnerable, who can self-reflect. So yeah, I guess I said integrity. Someone who's honest, things like that. The purpose is to connect with God and live in the moment, admiring the creation. Oh, I love that, Sun Moon. It is. Hi, AF. And thank you, Beba. Wish happy birthday for Virat Kohli in the stream. He's Do you have a physical type or anyone that fits the criteria? Okay. You know, I mean, in the past, I think it's always been um like it varies differently because someone's physical, like the way they present physically, um like I can change how, I don't know, actually I don't know. I think I've been doing it wrong. I think I've been attracted to people who maybe I wasn't, like, physically, I didn't choose them for their vessel, and afterwards that made me feel a certain type of way, that, oh no, I don't know if I find you attractive anymore, sort of thing. Maybe it's because everything else was good, but okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say I do have a physical type now. Yeah, like certain things are like you have to obviously be appeasing to the eye. I can't say what that is specifically, but yeah, I think that's something that I was watching this manifestation coach, and he said, when you see someone, pick them solely for their vessel first, because everything else, like their personality, who they are, you've already imagined who they are. You've dictated who they are. So the first thing you need to do is be like, okay, this is the vessel I like, and then go with that. High values to understanding what you're capable to do or capable of doing. Yeah, already. I'm sure you'll find that man seem like good soul and beautiful too. Oh, thank you, Connor. You don't find God, God finds you. I love that. Just vibes, right? Yeah, exactly. Why I choose Osho for meditating, because he says first you need to wake up before going to meditation. Second thing, try meditating open eyes. Oh yes. Yeah, I love that. Like the app that I do, he'll be like, okay, close your eyes, and then be like, okay, open your eyes. And meditating with your open eyes just changes everything, because there is not a barrier between, okay, this is meditation and this isn't, it's like this can be meditation. The vessel is also a reflection of their internal. Exactly, so true. Like the way that they like their like for me, mannerisms, their voice, the way that they walk. Like I dated someone who just had the worst posture ever, and it was just the most, God forgive me, it was just the most unattractive thing. I didn't like it, and it reflected who he was as a person. Like his, like how he felt about himself was reflected in the way that he walked. So yeah, like confidence is definitely a big thing. Like someone who's very sure of themselves, who has good posture, not someone with like a squeaky voice, like like be strong, be bold in your presence. That's attractive. Do you have any target of what dances you want to learn? I love all dancing, honestly. I just love dancing. I think just Theo, it would be allowing myself just to flow with like whatever, rather than like I have to do specific steps. But I do love, like, for example, belly dancing is amazing, Bhangra, Bollywood dancing, salsa, bachata, all dancing. I just love it all. Yeah. You're so beautiful. Thank you so much, Dawn. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? Oh, I would love to live on an island. I think I'm made for an island, guys. Island life. Just be next to palm trees with an umbrella in, like, in my ears, flowers in my hair. Oh yeah, somewhere nice and warm next to the ocean. There's a book, What Do Women Want? Read it, just a few hundred pages, a few 100,000 pages. Oh, jeez. Wait, what did he say? Oh. Thomas, since you asked me, let me ask you, are you in a relationship with someone? Like, what, I mean, okay, as in, like, what do you look for in a partner? Or what does your current partner, if you have one, have? The kind of qualities a man would be looking for. Hamid, I will say, I want to live in Mount Kailash. Oh wow, Mount Kailash. That's in India. Yeah, that's obviously in India, right? I'm learning bachata currently, and next year I'm salsa. I'm glad you enjoy dancing that much. Oh my god, Thea, that's amazing. I went to salsa. I used to go to salsa class, and then I stopped. I didn't go often, but I like to dance in my own home. Thank you for the compliments. I complimented you? You think? I don't know. I'm lost. I'm lost. Well, I'm not lost. So I'm just seeing if I missed any messages. Okay, no. Legalize honesty. Oh my god, yes. Jeremy, oh, how good life feels when you can just be honest, right? Oh, it just feels so good. Like, my whole life I just spent just not being honest because I just felt that it was dangerous. I didn't feel safe expressing my honest, true, authentic self. And now that I feel safe enough to be able to express that, it feels so good. Like, wow, I don't have to lie anymore. I can just be transparent with how I feel. If I don't like something, I can just say it. If I really like something, if I really want something. And you know, it's something that I'm continuing to learn. Like, I'm continuing to unlearn dishonesty. And oh gosh, it just feels so freeing to be just real with people, you know? People climbed Himalayas mountains but cannot climb Mount Kailash mountain. You know, Mount Kailash is smaller than Himalayas mountain because people say Lord Shiva lives there. Oh wow. Okay, you cannot climb Mount Kailash. Hey Max. What's up, the sky? Okay, sorry, I just dropped something. Oh, okay. Oh, Twaddy. My box fell. How do you feel about meditating on top of a mountain or hill? Oh my god, I would love that. You know, recently I went to the park and I meditated, and then I realized why so many people became spiritually enlightened after meditating under a tree. Oh my god, the way meditation feels outside, it's meant to be done outside, right? It's natural, it's nature. I don't know why I've just been meditating in my room, to be honest. It was so good. Meditating outside is the one. NASA sent groups of people on Mountain Kailash, but one group disappeared and one group came back because they felt ill. Wow, that's crazy. You know, I think I've heard these stories. I mean, what's good? What's good? Everything is good, Latrix. All is well. Through some breathing techniques, you can release a small amount of DMT, which could explain how, am I meant to finish the sentence? Have I been to Glastonbury Festival? No, I haven't. Is it good? You know, I'm gonna go to this meditation retreat. There's one happening in Glastonbury, and I'm gonna go. I've never been to Glastonbury, but Glastonbury is apparently the heart chakra of the earth. Search Mountain Kailash, pick 3 mountains. Okay. Oh wow. Wow, so people find it impossible to climb here. And you'd like to live here. It's pretty interesting. After awakening, nature looks so beautiful and awesome and bugs. It's true. Black Bindi looks so good. Thank you. Where's the accent from? England. There's a great spiritual side of Glastonbury, not just yeah, there is. There used to be a lot of like the divine feminine used to be worshipped in Glastonbury, you know. Yeah, I remember reading in a book. Which one was it? It was Womb Awakening. That's a really good book. Third Eye Awaken. Do I have any pets? Okay, personal questions now, eh? Do I have pets? I do have 2 cats, yes. Halloumi and Rocky. What do I like to eat? I mean, increasingly, I find that my appetite is decreasing. I like to eat fruit. I like to eat piña. I like eggs. Anything that's home cooked and fresh, to be honest. I like soya. You will see 3 mountains, and the middle mountain is black, and the color represents the line. 2 same mountains describe the same 2 eyes. I see 2 black ones, and then I see one that's like, it looks red in that picture. Oh, okay, you know it is black, yeah. You can't open third eye light, you have to stay in dark. Wow, interesting. I made a Thai green curry today, it was good. I'm glad to hear it. I made a Thai green curry when I was in secondary school, and it just did not taste good, so I've never eaten proper Thai green curry because I just assumed that every Thai green curry tastes like the one that I made when I was 11. Such a wonderful realization I'm having today. I think I want to call it a day, guys. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you have a fabulous day. Is it fireworks today? Fireworks? That's an English thing, right? Yeah, find a good recipe. Maybe I'll just yeah, go church. I used to go to places for medicine. That's when I realized you end up closing your eyes and go and join it, and then like chewing dog and bone things, juices in the bone, but it's actually in its own blood. Whoa, Beba, jeez, that's wild. I mean, it's true. The joy is within. Everything is within, right? Like you are the source of it all. Do I have faith in the ideas of Karma? See, Karma applies when you're stuck in the game of Maya, but when you kind of go away from that, you come out of Karma. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. Namaskar to all of you. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining. Hope to see you soon. I will definitely okay, yeah, I know, Vinay or Vaibhav or whoever, Thomas, whoever wants to have like a proper deep, meaningful chat about any of these things that I talk about, please let me know. Maybe just like just comment or something, and then we can get a time together and we can do like a conversation. That'd be really cool. It'd be cool to connect with you guys. So let me know who wants to do that, okay? And you, Max, you stay happy too, so take care. Bye-bye.